guiding fiber with double whips. That's obviously more tricky than guiding fibers just with a single whip, simply because you got a whip in both hands and there's no free hand that can do guiding the fibers, lacing around, especially not grab the fibers, just open your hand and grab the fibers, as you can do with a single whip. Again, I won't say a left or right, but when I want to point out which hand to use, I refer to the oppostite points, like the sofa and the dragon tree. So when you're facing the screen, you're facing me, your right hand is on the sofa side and your left hand is on the dragon tree side. Guiding fibers with double whips, the most intuitive, most obvious way probably is to apply the wrist movements. So when you start with your hand on the sofa side, you do the inwards wrist movement, like you go underneath, from your body underneath and around the other fibers. You can guide the fibers of this blue whip. So again, you just go under and you're guiding those fibers here. Same with an outwards movement, you reach over, cross under and guide fibers. Same thing of course with the other hand, inwards and outwards. What I skipped was the most easy way, or the easiest way for the single whip, just to grab the fibers. You can't do it the same way, simply you can't, when you hold another whip, you just can't open your hand like this and grab, because you still have to hold the handle. But what you can use is just one or two fingers on your thumb. You can still hold the handle with these fingers and open your thumb, or you can hold it with 3 or 2 fingers and the thumb and use just 1 or 2 fingers of your hand. So to create straight lines, like guiding when you grab the fibers, you can just take 2 fingers, start again with the sofa side hand, just open 2 fingers, hold your handles in the forwards handle grip, the points where the fibers come out towards each other, and then you can go grab the fibers, close your hand, close the fingers, and then you just let the fibers go through there and guide just by 2 fingers. Same thing of course with the other hand, like so. Same thing you can do with thumb. So with the 2 fingers you reach across from the top. With the thumb you come around from the bottom. And just guide like this. Or even even have this the guiding hand on top, and then just the thumb goes behind and you can guide the fibers. And same thing of course with the other hand, like so. From behind, just the whole handle from behind, or you hold the handle on top and just the thumb goes behind, so this handle is in front, and you can guide the fibers there. And you can do both whips together, so you open 2 fingers with both your hands, hold the handles close to each other, grab around the fibers of the opposite whip, and straight out and go into this straight line, and there you can go into any kind of staff movements if you like. And same thing you can do with the thumbs. Again, handles close together, you stretch out your thumbs, go around, and then you have your whip with the thumbs. When you do the wrist movements, you may have noticed that the whole whip of the guiding hand follows. So in this case, outwards movement, I reach around, do the wrist movement around, and the whole whip goes through and follows. First you can use this to exaggerate and then really flip the whip around, so it's not just guiding the fibers of the opposite whip, but at the same time spinning or spinning movement. Same of course on the other side, you go around, flick it. Same with the inwards motion, you can flick your whip out to the side. Other hand, same thing, under, flick your hand out to the other side. But sometimes maybe you don't want the whole whip to follow, and this you can achieve by just using your thumb and your fingers. So instead of, starting with my silver side again, instead of reaching around with the whole hand and the whole whip coming through, do the same movement kind of with the thumb. So this hand goes in front, the thumb comes up from underneath, and then you just flick this whip around, and you see the other whip just doesn't follow, but it stays more or less where it is. Like so. Other direction as well. You can go inwards motion, and this yellow whip just keeps hanging down and does not follow through. Same of course with the other hand. So the outwards movement, thumb from underneath, flicking out, or inwards. And this also you can exaggerate and try to add more movements with this guiding hand, so it does not only do this flicking motion, but some additional spinning or flicking of the fibers of the whip in this hand. So you can kind of do something like this. Like so. And you can even go around your body with this. So do this inwards motion from this silver side whip coming from underneath, thumb poking in, and then you can decide if you want to move the guiding hand, this one where the thumb pokes in, or the other hand. So from this point I hook in the thumb to guide the fibers of this dragon tree side whip, the blue one, and then I can just go around with the hand, spinning the fibers and guiding the others at the same time. Like so. Same with the other side. So again here, reach across my body, roll around, like so. You can move the other hand, so when I hook in the thumb here, then I go around with the other whip, so I hook in the thumb with the silver side whip and I move the dragon tree hand all around behind, like so. In this case, the guiding hand is rather passive, it just hooks in the thumb and the movement is done by the other hand, and you can add some motion with the guiding hand as well, so it holds the fibers of the other whip, guides them in the same side, at the same time you just spin it or flick it around. So here, take the dragon tree hand, hook the thumb in, and the other hand, so the silver side hand, does this motion around. The thumb in. Add some motion with the other hand. this. I think there's a lot more to explore. It's rather unexplored field, so just feel free to try and explore and find new ways how to combine all this. Next thing was to combine the wrist movement with the grabbing, and then guide the fibers like this. You can do this also if you use your finger, just 2 fingers on your thumb. So you can go around, maybe even rotate the hands around, the fibers around each other. Then you open your fingers in this motion, and then in this case the planetary side comes on top, and I move this a bit downward so that these fingers come in front of the silver side whip, in front of the yellow one, and the fingers of the silver side whip come up behind the fibers of the dragon tree whip, behind the blue one, like so. And then you can just pull that. Again, open your fingers. One, in this case, the dragon tree side is reaching across, down, the other is pointing up. Grab the fibers. There you go. Like so. And also for the other way around, the silver side is coming on top, pointing down, and the dragon tree side fingers are pointing up. Like so. Once again, coming over here, pointing down, the others pointing up behind, like so. This was it basically, the start, how to guide the fibers when you get 2 whips in your hands, and just keep on exploring, and I want to see what else you come up with.